Welcome, parents, friends, guardians, and all those who apply as we come together today to celebrate the hard-working individuals who got this far and are ready to accept the token into their adulthood. As we gather here today, we're going to be very excited as we give out the very thing that we all worked so hard to get when we first walked through those doors into Classic City High School. From just everything that we experience, it's gonna be amazing. And it may not feel like it's real at first, but once we get those diplomas in our hands, we're adults. And I know you guys are just as excited as I am. So, without any further ado, we're going to begin our graduation ceremony.
Welcome to this virtual ceremony, class of 2020. This is our year. This is not the end, but the beginning of the rest of our lives. Our high school careers have ended in a very unusual way, and who knows what the future holds. We have to realize that we can't just have everything handed to us, but we need to work hard for the things we want and need. We are young adults and ready to take on that responsibility. This goal seems so far away at the start, but looking back, we were just a few steps away. Now that we are here, let's have 2020 vision for the future that lies ahead. Let's make wise choices and set good examples for the future graduating classes. I want to thank all of my teachers for all the hard work and time they have put in to help us graduate. Also, thanks to Miss Daniel for guiding our school with care and dedication. Also, a shout out to Miss Coleman for being the best counselor I have ever had. You are all awesome. Thanks for a great experience at Classic City High School. We rock, class of 20. Let's roll on with our future.
For as long as, I could remember starting at Classic City High School, it was an experience that I will never really forget. And hopefully you guys won't forget it either, because they say that high school and college are supposed to be comparable, as they were some of the best times of our lives. And with all of that in mind, it's really emotional for me to be able to stand before you guys as your representative and be able to tell you that we did it. And that no matter what, we have to remember that as we go forward in life, it definitely won't be easy, especially because from here on out, we're adults now. And as our own people, we have to be able to think, act, and respectfully just present ourselves to those around us so that they can not only see us for who we are, but to see what they can be as well. Because we are the next generation, and we have to be able to do something in the now, not in the future, not I'll think about it later tonight. We have to do it now, because the present is now. And because it's now, it has to feel like a now. So don't just live your future lives as adults just going day to day, doing something to get by through the day. You have to make it worth it. Make every day count, even if it is just a little work at a time. I know future me is going to be thanking the me now for being proactive instead of just waiting around for something to happen, because nothing's going to happen unless you do it yourself. So please, if it's the only thing that you take from graduation, please be proactive and learn to love yourself as much as you're willing to love and forgive somebody else. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing we can do as human beings.
Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, and staff. The task of introducing our speaker is a great privilege. I'll start out by telling you, our guest of honor received her Juris Doctor degree with numerous awards and honors from Emory University. From Albany State University, she received her Bachelor of Science degree in Business Education, graduating summa cum laude. After graduating from law school, she became a law clerk for a federal judge, an attorney in the United States Department of Interior, and later assumed the role of regional director with the National Park Service, where she managed over 3,000 employees throughout 9 southeastern states, the United States Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. As the regional director, our guest became the first African American female to be selected as regional director and is the only African American female to serve in that position ever nationwide. After serving as a county prosecutor and director of Fulton County's mortgage fraud unit, our speaker soared to even greater heights as the regional counsel for the United States Department of Veteran Affairs. She retired from this position, one of the highest level positions in the federal government, in 2015 and started 2 businesses, which she still currently manages: Total Resolutions and the law office of Patricia Hooks. While managing these businesses, she is also in the process of writing an inspirational book entitled From Here, Where Do We Go From Here? Some of her guiding principles of life include: give your best always, do what is right, not what is easiest, never stop learning, live in peace, and be willing to help others. She readily admits that she's most proud of being a mother to her one and only child, Lawonda Hill, and being a grandmother to Erica and Genesis. Our speaker credits and thanks God for any success she has achieved. So as you can see, our guest has assumed many roles and has been called many things. She's been called Attorney Hooks, Regional Counsel, Regional Director, and Prosecutor. She's been called a go-getter, for she won't stop until the job is complete. And not only that, but she's quick on her feet. She's been called an optimist, a waymaker, and let me tell you, she's way smarter than a 5th grader. Classic City, class of 2020. I present to you our commencement speaker, Attorney Patricia A. Hooks.
Classic City High School graduating class of 2020. I want to congratulate you and remind you of how awesome you are and why and how you are so amazing, beyond any others. You are eagles who soar. I say a special word of congratulations and thanks to each of you, to your parents, your family, your extended family, educators, and to your support community for the journey, the sacrifices, and the hard work that you have put in order to reach this point. Thanks also to Principal Daniel and to each of you for allowing me to be here with you and to say a few words. While I often tell people that I'm about 3, I still try to have a clue and to remain relevant. For instance, I understand that in your generation, TikTok is spelled Tiktok. I understand that it means you have to have some level of creativity, that you have to move. Perhaps there's some dance, some music involved. Whatever it is, it signals to you that it's time to move mentally, creatively, physically. In other generations, TikTok had a different meaning. It probably related to some alarm clock that meant it's time to get up, maybe go to work, maybe even started with some loud music. It still meant it's time to move. Classic City seniors, I stand before you as part of the TikTok movement, no matter how you spell it, to tell you it's your time. Now is your time. It's time to move. So what does that really look like? It looks like we need you to believe. We need you to bounce. We need you to soar. Just 3 things: believe, bounce, soar. We need you to believe in yourself. You already believe in yourself. If you didn't, you wouldn't have made it this far. You are a part of the graduating class of 2020. You believe. We need you to keep believing. We need you to believe stronger. We need you to believe in you no matter what anybody else says. In fact, touch your chest and say, no matter what anybody else says or think, even if I'm a little different, there's nothing wrong with me. I am amazing, because you are. Each of you is amazing. We need you to believe in something or someone bigger than or other than yourself, because you need a rock or a pillow, some place to land, some place to go to, some place to rely on when things get challenging. And I submit to you that because you're awesome, you're going to encounter more challenges you already have. You will encounter additional challenges, and we need you to know who it is that you believe in and who believes in you for this type of success that you're going to have. I encourage you, secondly, to bounce. You are resilient. You have bounce back. If life throws you a curve, the ball hits you, you may be hurt. You may have to even say, ouch, but bounce back from the hurt. Bounce back and keep it moving. If you get a situation where you know this is not good, you can look at it and say it bounced out. You bounced out before. There are going to be other situations on your way to additional greatness where you're going to need to bounce out. We also encourage you to continue to bounce up. Go up, go higher. Go up higher in your education, higher in your creativity, higher in whatever venture you take. There's no one way to do anything, but whatever it is, go higher. We encourage you, lastly, mighty eagles, that we need you to soar. Soar, mighty eagles, soar. Never stop learning, never stop growing. Learn and grow in your education, in your experiences. Learn and grow as you travel, as you read, as you talk, as you listen. Always give yourself your best. Always. We need you to never stop trying. Try. Give it your best. Try. Try to do what's right. Never stop trying. In closing, I remind you that you were born to be amazing. You were born, if you remember, you were born when the world was dealing with 9/11, and it didn't stop you. You blazed the trail for the first iPhone and for the Android. Now every grandparent and baby has one. You helped us launch Facebook and TikTok. I submit to you that COVID-19 cannot stop you, because you are awesome. I say to you, the mighty Classic City High School graduating class of 2020, I say to you, Elizabeth Campbell, Melissa Campbell, Ariel Dillard, Kadarius Dillard, John Gordon, Kevis Hughes, Raquel Kelly, Christopher Pinkert, Sharonda Rice, Joseph Walker, Torrey White, and Latasha Wyatt, I say to you, believe, bounce, soar. You are mighty eagles. Tick tock. It's your time. You got this.
Welcome to the Spring 2020 virtual graduation ceremony of Classic City High School. I pray you and your family are safe and healthy. I am extremely grateful for our students, parents, teachers, and staff for their positive attitude, persistence, resilience, and flexibility during this challenge. Students, you started this school year in August as seniors, had a wonderful Thanksgiving with family and friends, and had a cherished holiday season. In came 2020. Oh, what a year. Only to know that when March appeared, our days at Classic City would change. Who would have thought your senior year would take a slight turn? But you embraced the turn and made the best of the situation. Classic City class of 2020, you have been chosen. Chosen to practice social distancing in order to remain safe. Chosen to navigate the final stage of your high school classes through distant learning. Chosen to focus on who and what's most important. Although this pandemic has forced many changes in our world, I want to thank you for embracing the change and pushing through for such a time as this. Students, change is inevitable. But author John Maxwell reminds us that growth is optional. Change forces us to grow, and how many of you know that growth is not always comfortable? But you all have been equipped with the courage to grow, the intellect to try new things, and the power to move past the familiar. The world after the global pandemic of COVID-19 will be a different place. While some things may go back to normal, some things will never be the same, but that's okay. Changes help us get through life's difficult seasons. Your teachers, your parents, and I believe in you. As the chosen eagles you are, we know that you will use the changes you've experienced to get through its uncertainties. Now that you come to the pot of gold at the end of your high school rainbow, a part of future changes involve transitioning to young adults. Just as you did not allow COVID-19 to stop you from achieving this milestone, don't ever allow life obstacles to distract you from reaching future goals. Celebrate how much you have accomplished, even while looking forward to the next positive impact you will make on your life and the lives of those around you. Take this opportunity to enjoy the blessings in your life, good health, strong relationships, and fulfilling work. This season, I hope that you let your gratitude and joy shine through all that you do. Make an effort to improve the world around you, and the good that you do will come back to you. Congratulations, class of 2020. It is now time for the conferring of diplomas, which will be officiated by Clark County School System Interim Superintendent Dr. Xernona Thomas and I, your principal of Classic City High School. Class of 2020, by the authority vested in me as principal of Classic City High School, I do hereby certify that the students have completed their prescribed requirement set forth by the State Board of Education and the Clark County Board of Education. Dr. Thomas, I respectfully request that their diplomas be released for distribution and all rights granted thereto. Dr. Thomas, please join me at the podium.
Thank you, Mrs. Daniel. By the authority vested in me as interim superintendent by the state of Georgia and the Clark County Board of Education, I declare the Classic City High School class of 2020 as graduated and entitled to receive their diplomas. Classic City graduates, we stand here today celebrating your successes with you. We recognize that the road has not always been easy. We recognize that sometimes you were faced with challenges and disappointments, but most importantly, we recognize that you've made it. We are so proud of you. We're proud of your resilience, your determination, and your optimism as you continue to fight to accomplish the goals that you have set for yourselves. Because you've been persistent, your faithfulness has been rewarded, and today you are graduates of Classic City High School. On behalf of the school district, I congratulate you, and we wish you the best in your future endeavors.
Elizabeth Campbell, Melissa Campbell, Ariel Dillard, Kadarius Dillard, John Gordon, Kevis Hughes, Raquel Kelly, Christopher Pinkard, Sharonda Rice, Joseph Thoyi Lee Walker, Teray White, Latasha Wyatt.
Class of 2020, please stand with me. Traditionally, the conferring of diplomas is not complete until the tassel has been shifted from right to left. And we're gonna do this, guys, because we got to. You know, it's tradition. So, please now with me, move your tassels as I now present and congratulate the class of 2020. Woo!
My congratulations to class of 2020. We are proud of your growth and accomplishments. I am confident you will continue to soar high above the rest and make your dreams a reality. Remember, nothing is impossible. I would like to express my sincere thanks to all who linked in to celebrate with us. Congratulations again, class of 2020.